Okay, it's taking some time. We're gonna go live. Okay. Yes, we are live now. Okay. 1 minute. Just give some time for people to join. Okay. All right. Okay.
Let me open that link on YouTube and let me just see.
Yeah, so yeah, we're live. Just show that one person is watching.
One person is live?
Watching.
Okay.
Yeah, one person is watching now. Okay. All right. Two. Hi, everyone. Welcome. If you are watching, please send a message. That way we can tell if you can hear us. And just send a message on the chat box. And thank you all for joining us today. We're just giving some time for others to join. So again, if you can hear us, can you please just send us a message? Put it on the chat box, please. Okay. Yeah, we have one watching, so. Yeah. Okay.
Break into cybersecurity, but don't know where to start. You are. I'm Eunice Abora, cybersecurity professional.
Tim, are you playing something?
Can you share the YouTube link with?
Okay, yes. So let me share the one that we are currently live now with you guys.
Oh, this is it. It's in the.
Yeah, I just shared with you now. Yes. Okay, so let me see how many people do we have. Okay, so we have 3 people watching. Join.
It's in the.
Yeah, I just shared with you now. Yes. Yeah, guys. So if you've tried in or you've joined, can you let us know if you can hear us, please? Can you just send a message, put it on the chat board, that way we can tell if you guys can hear us. And thank you all again for joining. We appreciate. Yeah. Okay. All right, 4 people are watching. Can somebody help me put a message on the chat board, that way we can tell if you all can hear us? Again, I'm Eunice and I'm with Tim. So Tim Ferdinand. We're going to introduce ourselves shortly. We just wanted to make sure you all can hear us before we proceed. So can someone put put a message on the chat board, that way we can tell if you all can hear us, please. Thank you. Or even it's a thumb up, you can just do like a thumb up, just to let us know that you all can hear us.
Yeah, I think from what I see here, the transmission to YouTube takes there's a lag.
Yeah, there's always a lag, yes. Yeah, there's always a lag. Okay, so I think with that, we can start and then we'll take it from there. All right, 1 minute. Yeah. All right, so I think we can start. We have 5 people already. So with that, others can join.
Oh yeah. Well.
Okay. One minute. Okay. Okay, so we have 6 people joining. We can start. That's already 10:05. All right, everyone. Welcome to our live YouTube session. I am Eunice Abora. By now, I think a lot of you all must have at least know me or must have seen videos everywhere on social media space. I'm Eunice Abora, a cybersecurity professional, the founder of Unlimited SkiesTech, and a little bit about company. It's just a cybersecurity consultancy firm, but that also focuses on training people with little or no IT background. So we do offer hands-on training, and we have successful rates. We have students who transition from other fields and the secure job, and they are doing very well. Okay, and apart from that, I am also a coach and a mentor. So if you are trying to take interviews, I also have people that I help, just provide some form of mentorship, for them to succeed in their field. And with me, here with Mr. Toyan, who is a highly skilled IT and cybersecurity professional with over a decade of experience in various roles that include IT specialist, consultancy, systems and network administration, and information system security officer or ISO. He also possesses strong expertise in managing and securing diverse computing environments, providing technical support and delivering IT solutions. So, Mr. Tonya, welcome to the live show. What do you have to say?
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you, you guys, Eunice. Thank you for joining us. This is my first, very first live YouTube show. I think I'm a bit nervous, but let's see how it goes. Like Eunice said, I have over a decade in experience in IT. So I'm an all-rounded IT person, say for sure. Currently working as an ISO. So cybersecurity is my main focus, though as IT, you definitely have hobbies and side hustles that you tend to, to make extra money, So looking forward to the show and looking forward to getting your questions on how to get into cybersecurity. I hope we will be able to provide you guys, a lot of informative and useful information that will help you and probably guide you through your part in cybersecurity. Thank you again, Eunice, for the invite. And
You're very welcome. And guys, make sure if you have any question, put it on the chat board because there is a delay, okay? There is a delay in transmitting, our live session. So make sure you put it in the chat board that we can address whatever questions you might have in mind. And don't forget to also click like and, just put whatever thing you have and we'll be happy to address whatever question you have. All right, so one of the reasons we decided to have this session is the fact that we've had a lot of people reach out to us. And as of now, the internet is just, it's so vast. People sharing their perceptions about, IT or different IT branches, or even how to start a career in cybersecurity. Some have like very distorted, I'll say perception about getting into the field. And I, for one, too, initially, before transitioning to cybersecurity, I also have, a version in my head. I thought, someone like me cannot even talk less of the fact that, I have a bachelor degree in zoology. I never would have thought that I can smoothly transition into this field, but here we are today, right? And one of the things that we put here, not forgetting the fact that October is a cybersecurity awareness month, and we'll be sharing a lot of very good tips as to how you all can better protect your online accounts, which is really, really important. But we also felt the need to address these pertinent questions or doubts that people might have as far as are you curious about breaking into cybersecurity? But Tim, let's talk about cybersecurity. Like, why cybersecurity in the first place? What do you think? Let me get your thought on that.
All right, let's see where to start. Cybersecurity. The thing is, the myth of cybersecurity. Even when I got into cybersecurity after my degree in electrical and computer engineering, I never heard about cybersecurity before. It was the first time when my uncle introduced me to it. So, all right, that sounds fun. Hacking and all of those things. I'm a technical person, so that's the first thing. Cybersecurity, if you're trying to get in, is the interest, right? But what we fail to understand is we actually use some aspect of cybersecurity in our everyday activities, right? We all have phones, right? Unless you're in a remote area without electricity, and we have phones and we all operate with data, right? So we have some security lock that we have on phones, like the PIN, you have to put in the PIN and stuff. So there's reason, right? We have to protect our data. So that is cybersecurity you're actually applying right there with your phone without even knowing about it. So making a career out of that takes it further. So you learn about the technologies, you learn about policies, governance, and so on and all that. Right? So it's right there in front of you. It's just the start, right? Cybersecurity nowadays, it's a huge topic with all these emerging technologies, AI and everything. Now there's a more need of cybersecurity now than there have ever been, right? So it's a hot topic. Everybody's diving into it. Companies now have to have cyber security professionals, they're protecting their data. They have to be compliant with many regulations and stuff. Even companies that you never thought would be, have anything to do with cybersecurity. Electrical companies, yes, they're connected to the network, so they definitely need cybersecurity specialists. So cybersecurity is a good career for anybody that is looking to join or maybe take up. But there's also some level of dedication part that you have to, right? You have to be dedicated. You have to have that passion, no matter what kind of passion you. So yeah, if you looking to get money, cybersecurity is a place. All right. So it's everywhere. It's hard to not notice it. Right. So it's right there. So I think it shouldn't be I decided to go this way because I didn't want to use the generic route, like, oh, it's a dynamic and fast growing field. We all know that. But you just have to realize it that you're already doing it. You just need to take it to the next level. Thank you,
Yeah,
Eunice. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you for that. And you are right. Okay, what if, say,
Mm.
will you say cybersecurity is more of like a global issues or maybe like national for like a country? What's your thought on that? Because you might have
It
people like everywhere in the world. Some maybe this is your first time hearing about cybersecurity, but is it something that is it a global something or is just something within a country?
it is global. It is global. I know some countries, especially but we Africans, right? So countries in Africa, back in when I was in Cameroon, like I said, up to my degree, I never knew about cybersecurity. I didn't even know what we've heard of hacking and all of those things, but we didn't know what security was. So it's nowadays with AI and everything, is everybody's business. Yes, cybersecurity is everybody's business. It is your business to protect your data, right? You're buying all these fancy gadgets and everything. You need to protect your data because no one will come at, even though the gadgets have security technologies and features in them, it is your place to make use of them. So it is everybody's business. It is a global issue. Mm.
Okay, yeah, so that really makes sense. And
Mm.
if you have any question, guys, make sure you put it on the chat board. If this is your first time, you are welcome. And don't forget the fact that we have a lot of beginner-friendly videos on our channel. And we also created a dedicated playlist, start, take you from the ground up, like the fundamentals. That's an ongoing series where we'll be uploading educational content, videos to help each and everyone succeed. So now it's not a time for you to say, I don't know where, how, or ways to go or who to contact. And that's one of the reasons we created the dedicated playlist to be able to help anyone, irrespective of their geographic location. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can go through those videos and you will be fine. So now that we have an overview about cybersecurity, I think I might also say something as, I call him Tim, with Mr. Toyan, so bear with me. It's just all of us, believe it or not, you practice cybersecurity. Having your phone, you have to lock it, even wearing no, having your seatbelt on, that's cybersecurity. In case of an accident, you are definitely making sure you are safe, right? Locking your door, like everything around centers about cybersecurity. And as he said, with AI and the technology, everything growing a very fast pace, that's how company are also in need of cybersecurity professionals. Okay. But the next question would be, where are the jobs? Where can people get the jobs? What do you think?
Uh,
Cybersecurity jobs. Is it
cyber,
like, uh-huh.
yeah, no, they're jobs. Well, depending on wherever you are in the world, in the US and Canada, you definitely get more jobs than other countries, right? But the thing you should be looking for is the right medium to be able to find those jobs, right? I know LinkedIn is our go-to. There are several websites and job websites out there that you could definitely use to search for jobs. And good thing with cybersecurity jobs is there's a capability of working remotely, right? But cybersecurity being a sensitive and more critical role also have some limitation when you want to work remotely because you need some level of clearance depending on, on all of that. So companies to actually work in cybersecurity, the company must first of all trust you. So hence the clearance. But the jobs are available and they keep growing, right? There's a lot of research that talks about the number of jobs that will increase. I won't go into that, but the jobs are there in the market wherever you are. Maybe in some other countries you get more jobs than others, but cybersecurity jobs are there. In Jamaica recently, too, Jamaica recently, after launching the Jamaican Data Protection Act, we've seen an increase in cybersecurity jobs here.
Yeah. Let's not forget also that you can get a job in any sector, okay? Being private, government, healthcare, educational, finance. And again, if you're new to the channel, for those who've already watched the video, we have a video where I think the third video on our dedicated channel where we talk about governance, risk management, and compliance, especially the compliance aspect, right? So we have all these different regulations or laws that of making mandatory for organizations to adhere to. So it's not a matter of I can do it. You are forced to do it, right? Because if you don't do it, think of all the fines that you're going to pay. For example, here in the US, you have like the US regulatory authorities for US federal agencies, but anyone can adopt it. And if you are that type where you collect people credit or debit cards, where you go to Walmart, for example, you have to make certain form of purchase. Remember, you put in your card. It doesn't matter what system is it, even it's online. Still, all those information system has to be in compliance with what we call PCI DSS, which is a regulatory framework, right? And come to think of Europe, any European citizen, if you are doing businesses with, if you're in any business relationship with, any company in Europe, or the fact that you have to collect a European citizen data, by default, you have to be in compliance with GDPR. So you have all these different regulations that make it mandatory for organizations to abide. And think of the fact that these organizations are collecting people's data. You will always deal with people's data, and there's no way you can have this data without you protecting the data, correct? So in situation like that, it is a must. And that's why where can you get a job? You can get a job in anywhere, any sector. It's just a vast pool. Like anywhere, you can definitely get that job. And the reason of getting this job is the fact that first, organizations have to focus on the risk management. And most importantly, these regulatory authorities have to make it, mandatory for them to adhere to. If they don't, believe me or not, they have a lot of fines. Like with GDPR, though, if let's say you collect a European citizen data or doing business in Europe and you get hacked, okay, you got to pay 4% revenue of your annual income, of your gross income. So that's a lot of money. And that's why stuff like this eventually motivate them to hire me and you, because we are there to be able to advise them, educate them, on how they can better protect, people's data. And at the end of the day, your client, people trust is the most important thing. For example, if I am banking with Bank of America and then another Bank of America get hacked, all my information is out there. I am prone to identity theft. Do you think I will ever trust Bank of America? I wouldn't. I want to go with another bank. So also think about the trust, as Tim said, so that's something that it doesn't matter where you are or where you are coming from. Cybersecurity is just that diverse field that you can get job in any sector. And then they said, but how can you land this job? Tim, what do you think? How can someone land a job in cybersecurity field? So someone with zero IT experience, I would actually relate my experience, but someone with zero IT experience, how can they find themselves? How can they even get started to the point of them landing a job in cybersecurity?
All right, getting started in cybersecurity, the same as in every other field, you must have a basic understanding of what that field is, right? You're trying to make a career in cybersecurity, you definitely need to start from the basics, right? The best way to start to have a solid foundation is starting from ground up. Start from the basics. You need to find out what is cybersecurity. Yeah. So, well, let's even take it even lower, right? Because we have people that because of the nature of their work, they don't really use computers more often, so they're not really versed with using computers and they don't know how they operate. So let's start there. So start with your computer skills. You get a very basic computer skills because that is your tool. That is the tool you'll be using in cybersecurity. You will definitely know how to use computers. You will definitely know how to set up your virtual machines for your practicals, for your simulations and stuff. So let's start with getting the fundamental computer skills, right?
Yeah.
I think that is the best place for anybody who with zero IT background. Start with your computer skills. Let's build that foundation from there. So once you're done with your computer skills, so I recommend software and hardware, right? Just don't stick with just the software. Software and hardware. Know how to download, know how to do research using that computer, because when you get into cybersecurity, you're doing research every single day. All right, so start there. So basic computer skills, learn how to use that. And then from there, you already know how your computers work, you know how to use it, and you know what entails for a computer to run. And next, you want to look at basic networking, right? You will be securing computers and networks. So you want to know how those computers and communicate with other devices on the network. So you need to do TCP IP. So you have to start from basic networking. So network fundamentals is crucial. It doesn't really matter if you're going to be focusing mostly on compliance or GRC somewhere there, but basic networking is very important. All
Yeah.
right. And yeah. So yeah, I think once you kick up with that and you have that, you don't really need to get any certifications in networking, all right? You don't need to get any certifications in coding or anything. I mean, introduction to that, so that you get a basic understanding how things work, so that when you jump into cybersecurity, when they're then protecting those systems and those networks, you already know, have an idea what they are. So then it makes your research and learning easier. I think for me, if I go back, that is how I would start, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. But what happened to someone that, again, they are still pretty much new, as you said, because
Mhm.
my own story is even the way I started,
Mhm.
where they want to like get leadership mentors to be able to guide them, to provide a skills training, something like USC. What do you got to say about those?
This is actually a good forum to get mentorship, right? This is what we're doing here, right? So they have communities, several cybersecurity communities out there, even renowned from CompTIA, all these renowned certificate providers actually have communities that you could be part of them, and you get firsthand mentorship on what you need. UST is there. You guys from yeah, we are here as well to provide all that mentorship and stuff. So, and it's always good to have a mentor to start. I started without any, so I was basically just doing everything and going and going. You know,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Once you have that interest, you find yourself deep, going deeper into your interest. I was interested in hacking, so I was moving more into ethical hacking and forgetting about governance, compliance, and risks. All right. So,
Okay.
but yeah. So mentors are very important in helping
Yeah,
you
and
develop your
let's not
career.
forget, as a matter of fact, cybersecurity is a very broad field, right? With over 8 domains. He is a more technical one. I am more on the compliance side. So he's the opposite of me, okay? So, and that's why at UST, our company, I'll do more of the compliance base. If you are that type that like to read literature, read and advise and do stuff, okay, I'll be your queen. But if you are that type that you like to hack stuff, fix stuff, break stuff, fix it, he's gonna be your king. Okay. So apparently, USC, yes, these are the two main lead instructors, as a matter of fact. But I am on the compliance side, he's more on the technical side. He's like a pen test, as a matter of fact. Okay, very technical person for sure.
Mhm.
So also a little bit about that on how to land your job, right? Because even here at UST, we have people where they have little computing skills, right? And that's where we start with the literally like the fundamentals. Okay, we start, taking them through the basic like CIA, chair, vulnerability, risks, vulnerability, and each time we are doing this, in as much as we might have some advanced students, we always teach in a way where we believe you are literally a novice. You don't know anything, right? Take you from there and then even transition to the advanced concept. And we'll have students from different sectors, like from healthcare, from education, teachers, different sectors. We have people that have never even used computer before in their life, as a matter of fact. And, they trusted UST that we also, take them through those basic, offer that trainings to them. And apparently we had a lot of successful rates with people that didn't have any clue about cybersecurity, people who were scared about starting their career in cybersecurity. And today they got jobs and they're doing just fine. And the interesting thing is that most of our students that got jobs really do not even need our help. As a matter of fact, like they are doing just well, exceeding and doing just well because if you know of any current student at UST, you might reach out because they always say that the kind of training we provide more of a military training, more like we go in there, we go hard with our students, such that when they get a job, guess what? It's even becomes so much easier for them, right? Because we take them through all the different dots, put everything together, come up with hands-on training. And this is one important thing I also want to emphasize. On our Facebook page, we have some people that they said, they don't know if they want to go get their bachelor's, they want to get their master's, are confused. But to be honest with you all, I have friends that we graduated, we have masters together, more than 2 years now. Some of them have not been able to secure jobs in cybersecurity. But I've had students with zero bachelor's degree, they don't have any bachelor's degree, and they have secured jobs after 6 to 9 months or even a year. and they are doing just fine. So in as much as educational background or qualifications is important, but it's not really a necessity to start a career in IT and cybersecurity in particular. Okay? Because even when you have the bachelor's or the master's or the PhD, those are more theories, right? You fool with all these theories, but you do not have what that it takes for managers, hiring managers and recruiters to hire you or to even sort out your resume, right? Because even you have the perfect resume, you go there, you are not able to deliver, you are not able to talk in a way where somebody might feel, this person have experience or he or she knows what they are saying, you wouldn't be able to get a job. And my take to this whole thing is for you to really smoothly and start a career in cybersecurity, first, you need good mentorship. You need somebody that really knows. You need somebody that knows how it works, right? I will have people that will mentor you, but still they are not really transparent. And most importantly, you need to get like skill and hands-on training. Hands-on training, not any kind of training. A training where you have to do it, you have to do projects, you have to, if possible, present. You need to be able to do this, to be able to like at least have the understanding, know how it works. Because even when you take a training and you really don't have hands-on projects that you've worked on, you still have the theoretical knowledge. See, the application part is missing. You get. So if you don't have those, there's probability that you still will not be able to get a job. And just to also add something, apart from what we do, and again, if you know of any current USC student, you can ask because we had people from different schools coming where they have to take training all over with us because everything again with us is hands-on, hands-on, hands-on. And that's one of the things I also want to take this opportunity to let you all know that first, our school is recognized nationwide in America by the National Initiative of Cybersecurity Careers and Studies, being sponsored by the Department of Homeland Security and CISA. And before we go to the last question, where we'll talk about the certifications, what that I will allow him to talk because he is, prepared student towards the certifications. Still on the issue of starting a job, on how to land a job in cybersecurity, it still rely on you getting hands-on training, getting good mentors who can actually mentor you, and then having those hands-on projects such that each time when you sit, you can take that job. And not only that, because I've been in IT for some time, you might still have all the necessary skills. You might have the perfect resume, but if you don't know how to tailor your resume to even bypass what they call applicant tracking system, you will not get called. Because I had people who have the skills, have everything, but they cannot get interviews. And that comes with you having a good training program and mentors that will help you get even the perfect LinkedIn, good resume. And I always tell people, do not waste your money paying for professional resume. There's nothing like professional resume because resumes are not one size fit all. You have to tailor your resume to fit that job description. You need to learn how to bypass the ATS system. And that's why we also have another dedicated playlist that is going to focus on the hiring processes, okay, or hiring process. So that to take you guys through the whole ATA processes, how you can tailor your resume, how you can, on what format you need to have your resume, all the keywords, how you can search for job, and also how do I take interviews? Very important, okay? Because even when you have these skills, but if you are not able to pilot or take ownership of your interviews, still there's probability that you still not get an offer letter. Because bear with you, you are communicating with other candidates. You are competing. So you want to be able to showcase your skill. You want to come out strong. What will you tell those people to actually choose you amongst other candidates? At times, 10, 15, 20 candidates just for one job. And that's what it takes, again, for you to make sure you have that good, you have mentors people that really knows not just only the security, but also can guide you through the hiring process and even to maintain your job during the first 90 days. Because even when you are in, still, you still need to know what you're doing, right? And that's what taking good training, hands-on training, and having mentors that will guide you from the very start to the end is crucial, is very, very important. And of course, that's something that we pride ourselves here at UST. We actually offer mentorship student. Once you are a USC student, you will remain a USC student for life. So we are always there for our student no matter what. All right, guys, if you have any question, don't forget to put it on the chat board again. I'm seeing like 12 people watching. So make sure you put your question, any doubt you might have, because we'll be running out very soon, but we are hoping that you all will put questions. That way we can answer your questions, okay? So Tim, apart from that, breaking into security, where to find a job, we've actually said I can get it from any sector. Then learning one where you have to go through like hands-on training. Talking about certification, I've heard so much, IT in particular, cybersecurity has so many certifications.
Yeah.
But what's that certification that one will need to kickstart their cybersecurity journey?
All right. Let me just continue from what the basic, learning the basics of, getting into cybersecurity. So after you got that basic training, IT knowledge, and some course in networking, operating system, or some basic cybersecurity and IT training, the next thing you want to look at it's getting certified. All right, getting certified, that is going to give you a very solid footing in the cybersecurity industry, right? Certification. And one of the certifications, there are a lot of cybersecurity certifications out there. And yeah, some are very skills specific and all of that. But for those you're starting, you're looking at CompTIA Security Plus, right? That is the very first certification. It's the core certification for anybody that's venturing in cybersecurity, right? You start with CompTIA Security Plus. Some of us didn't start there, but that is a core cybersecurity certification that you need, right? And at UST, you get the full training on that. You get practicals and everything. So it kind of takes it deeper. So you're not just doing security plus, you're more like security pro, right? But that is the very first certification you need to venture come to security plus. And once you have that, then you can then decide based on your competency on where you want to go to, right? If you want to remain in the domain of GRC, or if you want to be more technical, then you can go ahead and look for the necessary certifications. But looking at the technical part, then you can look at CEH, which is a certified ethical certification. Right? So that CEH, CompTIA Security Plus, those are the entry-level certifications in cybersecurity. And once you already have those, you're ready, or you're more than ready, to get a job. Once the recruiters, they'll be looking at that. What other skills do you have? All right, what other skills do you have? What other certifications do you have? So when you look at some job descriptions, if you look at preferred certifications or preferred knowledge, you always see CompTIA Security Plus, you see CEH, you see all of those security analyst certifications, you see all of those listed there. And you wonder when you're submitting your resume for interview, you have at least have one of those certifications that I mentioned as having this is going to be a plus, because that is what they're going to first look at, because certifications actually target your skills, right? They target the skills that you have, and that is what they want. Do you have the skills? Can you do this? Do you know this, right? So CH and CompTIA Security Plus, that's a good place to start. From there, you can then move on to the analyst certification, the certified information system security professional. There's some more advanced or intermediate advanced certifications.
Yeah,
Right.
and let's not forget CompTIA. CompTIA is a must.
Yeah,
Okay, because
is
looking at how many companies actually sponsor CompTIA, CompTIA covers everything about cybersecurity. Though not like in-depth, but that certification literally covers everything, all the different domains. And that's why a lot of companies will go in for CompTIA. I think like on the job description, you'll definitely find CompTIA.
mhm.
You
Yeah.
would
It,
definitely
it,
find
it,
CompTIA.
it basically tells recruiters that yes, this is a cybersecurity professional because it tests every aspect of
Yes.
cybersecurity. It's from every knowledge you've taken from fundamentals to kind of little bit above intermediate cybersecurity. You will find
Mhm.
that in the CompTIA Security Plus.
Yeah. And let's not forget, because again, when I read people comments on Facebook and other social media platforms, again, as I said, there's just so much misinformation out there. So we come as a matter of fact, that's my only cybersecurity certification I currently have. Okay. And I'll be able to secure leadership roles to the level of manager and the like. Not that, of course, roles like that, you will need higher certifications, like tech level certifications. But I do not have those certifications. And that's why I always said again, how much do you know? Right? Like the applicability, how are you able to apply stuff? Because first, what do you have on your resume matters. What do you put on your resume matter everywhere you're looking for a job? Because I've had students, as a matter of fact, two students that got job who do not have security plus. They don't have no cybersecurity certifications, but they got jobs and they're doing well. Okay.
Yep. And
So
just the
you still
training.
have roles like third-party vendors and the GLC and all those things. Once you have the perfect resume, again, because I deal with people a lot, right? When you have the perfect resume, I bet you again, I'm not really going to say much, but ATS, they're just a way of beating the ATS. Even when a company said that they need so and so certifications, go to your resume and put this certification in progress. What the ATS is going to do is going to flag that particular point it generated. And when they look at your resume, it's look very impressive. They're going to interview you. And if they interview you and again, they like you can defend what you have on your resume. They're going to give you that offer letter. And then even going to forget if you have certification or not, if you can deliver. So that's how it works. So we need to understand all the logistics as to how it works behind the scene. But notwithstanding the fact that CompTIA again is one of the most basic, yes, important certifications that organizations are looking for. And if you are a US citizen where you want to get like a government job, CompTIA Security Plus is a must. Okay. CompTIA Security Plus is a must. That's my only cybersecurity certification I currently have right now, but I've been in the industry for years and I'm doing just fine. And any role that I want, I have a perfect resume, I have all the projects I've worked on with my CompTIA, I bet you I'm gonna get it. Okay? Do you have something to
Unit.
say?
Yeah, I think one thing we need to do is get a human resource expert or an interview expert on one of these live shows so that they actually tell you what they're looking for. Because I've gone through some of videos and I was like, all right, so these people they hire you because they feel like they can work with you. And how do they get all of that information? Is during the interview, how you respond to questions, how honest you are to questions that you don't know or you might have forgotten and how you reply to. Yeah. So some say in the interview, I say, oh, all right, this guy looks like somebody I can work with. So put it,
Yeah.
and then I just
I
add interviews and
sometimes
stuff. But yeah, I
sometimes too,
think
it doesn't take just
we
one
need an
technical.
expert. Yeah, we need an
Oh, yeah,
expert to
I
talk
have
about.
a friend who is a recruiter. Yeah, he'll be coming for a live show. As a matter of fact, we have a recruiter that we're going to bring because everyone will discuss. It also take not only your technical skill. You have to bring in soft skill. Are you a people person? Can you work in a team? Because don't
Yeah.
just feel like, oh, I have the years of experience. I have everything. I'm saying this. I have people that had clearance. As a matter of fact, that's a short topic that I'm going to address. Clearance, they have everything, but they are not able to secure jobs. So all those things, again, is still not a guarantee that you will get a job. It depends so much on you and your personality and how much you know, how much you are able to deliver, to bring on the table. That's what really matters. And each time, even when we are coaching as students, we always tell them, when you are taking interview, there's just a way of you taking ownership of that interview. There's a way of you tickling their ears. There's a way of you presenting yourself. There's a way of you blending your soft skill and your technical skill. Because I might have the technical skill, but if I cannot work with people, I'm not going to hire you if I'm the manager. If you're that type that will, I'm not going to
Yeah,
hire
yeah.
you
Most
because
persons who focus
yes,
on technical skills sometimes don't have the basic, well, they may communication and how to relay information, all of
exactly.
that, which is very
Yeah,
important because as a manager, if you're interviewing to take a position and I see that this you're technical, yeah, but will you be able to explain that to the non-technical person how whatever you're doing, how it works and how it ties to the organizational strategic goal and all of that. So that is one of the key factors, I think.
okay, so can you also talk more about the our CompTIA program here at UST, knowing that again, let me interview you. I heard, just kidding, knowing that we are a CompTIA certified academic partner, what does it mean? And to our students, any potential students who want to enroll, or to start their career with us, what can you tell them about the partnership that we have with CompTIA?
Well, I'm going to talk about the partnership, right? I talk about the importance of being a partner,
Mhm.
right? So being certified with CompTIA actually just tells you that, yeah, you're getting, certified training, you're getting the right knowledge to prepare for your certifications, right? Even though that's not where we end, right? So we've actually earned that badge. All right, we're providing the required and standard training to our students for them to get ready to tackle the cyber war. All right. So, but in cyber, that is basically what the partnership is. But to us, it means a lot because it means we are trusted. All right. Yeah, that's the thing. You can in cybersecurity, trust is like one of the major, the primary objective. You should be able to trust your lecturers or your trainers. Sorry, you should be able to trust those who information that you're getting from them. You should be able to trust all the people you're meeting and that what they're training you
Yes.
for and that they will actually, be dedicated to prepare you to, a life or a career in cybersecurity. That is it. And to us, we take that a step forward, further to other than giving you the regular material for CompTIA training and all of that. We also include our hands-on practical labs and then do, questions and answers. So you actually do, we do a lot of tasks and students have to actually be the one to, complete those tasks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And don't forget that.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Sorry. And
which,
don't forget.
yeah,
Oh, right. Sorry.
no, just go ahead, go ahead,
Yeah,
sorry.
and don't forget that we also issue exam vouchers. So when students complete their training with us, we issue the exam vouchers for them to go take their exam. And shout out to our instructor right here. All the students that took the CompTIA training, actually all of them succeeded just one attempt.
Yeah,
One attempt with very good grades. I'm not lying.
100%.
All
That's
our
good.
students who have sat for the CompTIA certification is just one attempt. And he is the person, right? So he actually took them through that training. Once they do with the compliance session, which some have actually gotten offer letters and they are working without the training, without the certifications yet. But we also encourage them to go in and start their certification. And one of the things I always tell people, if you want to make this your career, okay, you have to work. Once you are in, you also need to go in for like personal growth. You need to work, work. You need
It
to
is a
like
it is a continuous learning process. It
it
is
is.
it is never ending. It's you see as technology evolves, right?
Absolutely.
Hackers develop new techniques.
Yes.
Policies need to change. Defense mechanism needs to change. Means you need to learn, right? Even after how many years in all these years in IT and security, I still have to, yeah, when if work, you go to a new organization and they're using a new completely different technology, I have to go study, do the training, get the certificate to be able to work on this the new systems that they have in their companies. Right. So
Yeah.
it's a continuous process. And to be a leader, if you want to become a leader in this, it's especially if you want to become a leader in cybersecurity, then it's non-stop. research, and get the certificates, get your degree. Degrees are important, and after you've already had your job and everything, go to your degree because it put a little weight on whatever thing you're saying, and you know, people tend to respect the degree. True, and some roles actually require you to have some level, some degree. That is the
Right.
thing. Some roles require to get a degree. It doesn't have to be in cybersecurity, but you have a degree.
Yeah. And just
Mhm.
wanting to also show, when he was talking about CompTIA, for those of you who might not
Oh,
know, this is
that's
our
it.
flag. I think I sent this to you, no?
No, I was in that first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, actually, CompTIA surprised me with this flag. I wasn't expecting any package from anyone. So it'd be in a couple of months, I think like 2 months back or 3 months.
Oh, that's good.
CompTIA actually made
Congratulations
this
again.
flag. This is a big thing, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. When he was saying first, the trust needs to be there. So for school to be recognized and being partner with CompTIA simply tells you guys the kind of training we offered, right? And this is a flag that CompTIA actually gave us, and it's a CompTIA authorized partner. So we have been authorized. And one of the things, I don't know if he mentioned it, actually all our materials are coming from CompTIA.
Mhm.
Okay, all our materials are coming from CompTIA, and that's one of the things, because even like the bundle, the way how much we charge is really like is very, very what's the word? Um
Mhm.
lost my thought. Anyways, the what
Unless you
we
want
charge
to put
as
the price, unless you want to put the
no,
price in
I'm
the
not gonna
in
put it because I'm
cybersecurity,
saying
you
like
know?
the certification alone, right? It's four hundred
Yeah.
dollars. Just CompTIA certification. And that's one thing about cybersecurity certification, they're so expensive. So CompTIA alone is $400. But us, we provide a training for our students, and they issue them exam vouchers. And even their textbook, they get their textbook at a discounted price. So being an authorized academic partner means that we also have stuff for discounts, right? Whatever training you want to take, whatever test you want to take, whatever textbook you need, we also give our student at a discounted prices because we are an authorized academic partner. And the beautiful thing is that we also get to enjoy all the wonderful materials that CompTIA provides, for their partners, and USC is eventually one of them. So again, I've not seen any questions. We're going to be wrapping up. Again, if you have any question, feel free to put it on the chat board, and maybe even after this, and we'll definitely address it. But we hope these have been a successful sessions. We hope you've learned a lot. We hope we must have answered whatever questions or doubts you might have. And we'll also put our contact info. If you need us, you can eventually reach out to us. And not forgetting the fact that our next training start in January. I always tell people, yeah, go
I
ahead,
see
Tim.
we have some questions
Oh, we
in the chat.
do?
Yeah, we have questions in the chat.
Oh my goodness, I was not seeing.
I have
I only
questions.
just saw now.
Yeah, no, I think they just had a
My
question.
bad, guy. Oh my wow. Okay. Somebody said, I am CompTIA certified. I am based in the UK and available for remote work. Okay, that's Derry. Yes. Okay, you are available for remote work. Tim, what do you want to say? Want me to go with that?
Mm, and I think in the UK, you should be able to find a job since um, I think UK it's actually like US and Canada should there should be available openings, especially for remote jobs, right? Well, I can speak for the UK and US and stuff. In Jamaica, we have to go to work, right? And well, I just get the allocation now 1, 2 days remote. So
Okay. If if I can be honest, okay,
yeah.
everyone that knows me, they say I talk so much about compliance. If I want to be honest, you might be the technical person. I'll still advise people to hit on compliance. With everything that is happening in the world and AI and automation, compliance again is the future of IT. And with compliance, yes, you can get remote jobs. Okay, so we are CompTIA Security Plus, someone who is based in UK with that certification, get more hands. I don't know if you are a technical person or maybe you enjoy
No,
doing like
whether technical or just compliance, you can work remotely.
Yeah, you can work remotely,
Yeah.
right? But let's
Yeah.
not forget the fact that when it comes to like, because this is what is happening in the US, especially like the technical field, like the SOC analysts where they do monitor the network, a lot of companies are sourced out offshore for cheaper levels.
So,
Yes, a lot of companies outsource that. And if you are kind of confused, why do they have to outsource that? Bear in mind that those companies do not really, like that particular role, you don't see the actual risks that the organization face. You are monitoring the network as they come, you resolve it. But with compliance, you see the actual risks. If a company have like a missing controls, that is a risk. That's an issue. And that's why you see most compliance job, they actually they prefer somebody within that country. Most compliance job, you can work for the country, but you cannot really work out of the country. Okay, you can work remotely for that country. You're gonna be there, but you really cannot work out because you're gonna have and see the actual risks that the organization face or have. Right. And not forgetting the fact that just talking of compliance, it is broad because you have now all the different regulatory authorities that organization apparently adhere to. And now that's why one of the things that we covered, you can work for any sector, any regulatory authority, any frameworks, right? So you have this job in all the different companies based on the type of regulation that they adhere to. Guess what? That takes you, once you have the knowledge and the skill, I believe you'll be able to get that job. Okay? You'll be able to get a remote job. And it's a remote job too. There's a way of you sorting, going on LinkedIn. That's something that we are preparing a video that will drop shortly. How do you also search for job? Because people just feel like you just go, oh, people must have put like 10 applicants or 100 applications. There's just a way of you also navigating and narrow down your search to be able to get a job that aligns with your skills.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think we answer your question. And then just via CompTIA Security Plus, I don't know if you also have others hands-on experience. If not, I'll advise you to take a skill training. Okay, because just a certification alone is not enough because people have certification without any experience or any skill training. So I'll also advise you to get good skill training in addition to your certification, then you can actually get a remote job. And not only that, you also need to have good mentors, people that will guide you, people that will hold your hand until you also become a professional in the field. Okay. And another person said, what about Cisco certification? I don't know much about Cisco. So
Yeah, for Cisco certifications are more specific to networking. Well, they do have cybersecurity. Cisco, yeah, I think Cisco do offer cybersecurity certifications as well and training. So that is another route that you can take, but that's specifically to Cisco. So that's vendor specific. Well, cybersecurity is general, but for the networking part of it, it's specific to Cisco. So
yeah.
yeah,
I, for one,
certifications.
again, as I said, I don't know anything networking. That's the truth. But I'm in
Yeah.
cybersecurity and I'm doing just fine. I didn't have any prior IT knowledge. I never used a laptop originally from Cameroon, but I transitioned into this field and I'm doing well. Sorry, I just saw their question now. And one person said, people sometimes say that we need a security clearance and we must be a citizen before doing cybersecurity job. Let me take that.
Yeah.
Initially, prior to everything we are seeing in the world, company used to hit so much on you being a US citizen, but that is not the case anymore. Do you need a clearance to get a job? No, I do not have a clearance. Okay. And I'm not going to mention the company I work for, but I am contracting with a US agency that I do not have a clearance. Maximum is a basic public trust. Yes, for you to get a US any US federated jobs, you need to be a citizen. You need to be a citizen to get any government job. But let's not focus on government. Think of all this private sector, all these different companies. Okay. So with those one, you do not need to be a citizen to get a job. Most our students that have got jobs, none of them have even secured a government job yet. All of them, as we talked, actually gotten but private jobs, working for private companies. So you do not need US citizenship. You do not need clearance to secure a job in cybersecurity. As a matter of fact, if you are applying, you see a lot of those jobs where they'll tell you, do you require sponsorships? That tells you that they take every work permit. Because work permit, you don't require sponsorship. Many a time it's the H-1B visa that requires sponsorship. But when start see job asking you that, do you require sponsorship? Do you require sponsorship? No. Know that once you are legal or you can work for that country, just know that you are good to go. You do not need clearance. You do not need to be a US citizen to start a career in this field. Okay. And then another person said, okay, I don't have a degree. How can I get into cybersecurity? And what are some of the entry roles available? For someone who doesn't have a degree, again, as I said, we have students who've gotten jobs without bachelor's degree. And that's something that we did cover. I'll say get hands-on training, again, skills training, where you're going to do the projects, anything that goes to your resume, you should be able to defend anything that you have on your resume, and the actual project that you're going to do, the skill training, that's your experience. That's something you can adapt, right? Because if you are taking your interviews, they want to learn more about your previous experience. And if somebody were to hire you, they are hired based on what you've done, the projects you've worked on. So if I'm bringing you, I expect you to bring me that your experience and come and improve my processes, right? And that's taking a skill training where you do the actual projects, all this time, put all the dots together, that will land you a cybersecurity job. As a matter of fact, I got into cybersecurity without having a master's in cybersecurity. I have my bachelor's in zoology, but I was able to get in. And while I was in, then I actually went in for my master's degree. And as Tim said, once you are in, this is a continuous, improvement. It never stops, it never ends. Once you are in, you are doing well, or advise you to go in for your degree. Okay, take it and then try and get in. But with your bachelor degree or master degree, secure your job. No, you can even have a PhD, still you cannot get a job in the field. So skills training, in addition with your certification, is something that will land you a job in cybersecurity. Then Letitia said, so we are saying that is it best to put CompTIA Security in progress on the resume? So about putting this in progress, I'll say yes. There's something when you are applying for jobs, right? You have the skill. Have you gone to LinkedIn where they tell you more than 100 people have applied for that job? Have you received tons of rejected automated messages? Oh, sorry, we went with other candidate. Oh, sorry, your skill doesn't fit. Nobody read your resume though. There's what they call the applicant tracking system, ATS. ATS is the one that rejected your resume. Not even the hiring manager and recruiter, they've not even seen your resume. They have not. Okay. And that's why you even see like professionals in the field with years of experience, they still cannot secure or have interviews based on the fact that they do not have what it takes for ATA to flag or notice their resume, right? So once you have or you know how to bypass the ATS, once you know what to put on your resume, yes, you can put in your resume Security Plus in progress. And once once you pass your resume, ATS will see that word CompTIA Security Plus or Security Plus. If that job description said Security Plus, know that keyword, a keyword is Security Plus. So once the ATS sees Security Plus, it actually grades you, right? Then you not even having it and you don't put it in progress, it's not going to give you a good score. If they give team maybe a 10 on 10, they give me a 5 or 10, of course, automatically it rejects my resume. But guess what? I might even be more knowledgeable, more than team. I might even have the skill that team does not have. But just because team have a good resume, team knows how to tailor his resume to bypass the ATS system. The ATS is going to sort team's resume. And guess what? They will call team and interview team. And if they like team, they will give him the job. But if you are there, you don't know how to do these things, then you won't also get a job. Yeah, and guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know that we have stuff here. I had no idea,
I think that was the last question. right?
Oh, that was the last question, right?
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, I'm just gonna give mine have 2 minutes. If somebody have anything to say, if you have any question to ask us. If not, we're gonna call it a shot. And just to also remind you guys that we have a we have our training starting in January, but we always do our best to have free sessions, just to educate people. We are very transparent. And once you take our training, you're going to determine if this is something that you want to get in or not. But we've had a lot of people that had found us on YouTube. So make sure you watch those videos. We have very good videos on YouTube that can help you kickstart your cybersecurity journey. Okay? And Tim, any closing remarks, please?
Yeah, saying they should not forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, and yes, and one other thing, guys, help us spread the word, share with families, with friends, let people subscribe. And time and again, we'll definitely have some live sessions. And whatever question you have, make sure you can always put it there, and we will definitely get back to you.
So,
And also visit. Go ahead.
yeah, before you close, one short summary of how to get into cybersecurity. One, learn the basics, get certified. Along the line, you should be, once you learn the basics, just start looking for a job and get certified. Do a hands-on projects, practice, simulations. Well, all of that will come in training. If you're taking our training, USD, so all of that will come in before you even get your certifications. Join community, all right? USD has a Facebook community. You can join that.
WhatsApp community also.
We have a WhatsApp community also. You can join that. There's a wealth of information being shared there. Always stay curious and just take it bite by bite. Start small.
Yeah. And again, we just want to tell you, you all are on safe hands. We have years of experience. We've worked on different projects. Him now, with his current role, he does a lot. Okay. As I said, he's the opposite of me. I'm the opposite of him, but still, we are in security. So if there's something more on the technical side, I know who to reach out to. Though he's also into the compliance now, but I know, compliance, that's my specialty. So literally every section in cybersecurity, we got you all covered. Okay. So if we don't have any question, we want to thank you all for joining, and hopefully guys help us spread the word, share with your friends and family. And we look forward, to see you all sometime in the future again. And bye.
All
Oh, you have
right,
something?
bye.